1836, a man named Joseph Walker had moved into Perry County in Somerset, fell in love with a young lady whose father had a leather breeches shop. He made leather breeches. That's kind of how we know it. So he started there and then decided, no, he wanted to make shoes. So he started a place on the square and started making shoes in 1836 under Walker's. And then he had a son, William he had multiple children, but William Henry's the one that took over the business officially. And William Henry was very interested in expanding the business, and he actually expanded the business to Rushville. So they had over 25 shoemakers between Somerset and Rushville, and he would walk to Rushville to check on the shoemakers. Then the Civil War happened, and so Rushville was shut down immediately, and actually William Henry enlisted in the army and fought for the Union. He was captured. He did not fight very long, less than a year. Then he was captured, and he was gone for a while because of that. But then lived, which was great. It's really awesome that he lived because he came home and he had married his sweetheart before he went to war. He went home and they had many children. One of them, which is my great-grandfather, and his name was Philip Grant. So Phil Sheridan, Somerset connection. So Philip is he is the one that kind of moved the shoe store from making shoes to manufacturing shoes. So they kept the equipment to do repair work, and that's what he taught his son Joseph, which is my grandfather. So they coming along, PG died in 1936, but during the Depression, what he did was they started repairing shoes, and they started, because there was shoe rationing, leather rationing, so they started repairing shoes, and that was kind of how they kind of worked through the Depression. We also have ledgers, old ledgers that show where, people would bring 2 chickens and have, shoe their children. We even had, there was a barber shop that was right next to the shoe store, and it was actually an African American that had come into Somerset and had a barber shop, and we found in the ledgers where PG and his wife would get their hair done, and then the barber got shoes. So my dad's, so the store started just down the street here in the 800 block. Actually, it's about where the Walgreens parking lot is, but it was by Rocky's Candy Store, which there's plenty of people in Lancaster that still remember Rocky's Candy Store. So my dad was on the other side, and we were there till 1965, and then my uncle actually designed the front of this building to attach to an older building in the back, if you've noticed that older building. And so they moved into this building in 1965. So my father really started focusing in the 70s when things got really kind of dicey with the energy crisis and all that. He started focusing on comfort shoes. Customer service is what we're about, and I tell people ask me, wow, I can't believe I could come in here, that you're here or whatever, and I said, we know why we're here. We offer service, and that's why we're here. There's, people can buy these shoes just about anywhere. There's a few things you can't buy online that we carry from certain companies, but the service aspect is really, that's what we do.